Alexander Isak's desire to leave Newcastle United has not wavered, even after a personal visit from the club's Saudi ownership. The striker remains firm in his determination to join Liverpool, keeping the transfer saga very much alive, despite significant efforts from Newcastle's chairman, Yasser Al-Rumayyan, to persuade him to stay. According to exclusive reports from Telegraph Sport, Isak has consistently expressed his intention to move to Liverpool, although Newcastle has yet to receive an offer that meets their valuation. The club values him highly, setting a steep price that has so far stalled negotiations with Liverpool. In a notable attempt to resolve the standoff, a delegation from the Public Investment Fund, PIF, Newcastle's majority stakeholder, and co-owner Jamie Rubin, visited Isak at his home on Monday. However, this meeting did not lead to any breakthrough, and Isak has continued his refusal to return to training, indicating a readiness to maintain his strike until his preferred transfer happens or the window closes, whichever comes first. With only 6 days left before the transfer deadline, it appears almost certain that Isak will miss Newcastle's upcoming game against Leeds United. This follows his absence in recent matches against Aston Villa and Liverpool, which has left the club in a challenging position on the pitch. Liverpool, meanwhile, seem poised to submit a second offer after their initial bid of £110 million was rejected over 3 weeks ago. However, there's a catch, for Reds are reportedly unwilling to increase their offer unless they see a genuine chance of Newcastle accepting it. This means Liverpool are not prepared to meet Newcastle's demanding £150 million asking price, creating a tense deadlock. Newcastle's stance remains unyielding. They insist that no transfer will occur unless Liverpool matches their price and the club secures 2 replacement forwards before the window closes. The final decision rests with the PIF, the Saudi consortium led by Al-Rumayyan, who has consistently maintained a firm position throughout the summer. Interestingly, while the PIF has publicly insisted Isak won't be sold, they are facing unexpected and mounting pressure from the player himself, who appears determined to push for a move. This behind-the-scenes tension has added a new layer of complexity to Newcastle's summer transfer dealings. Newcastle's manager Eddie Howe has called on the board to bring clarity to this ongoing saga as he focuses on strengthening the squad. The club is actively pursuing alternatives, including Wolves striker Jørgen Strand Larsen, and maintaining interest in Brentford's Yoane Wissa and Chelsea's Nicholas Jackson, as they aim to fill the potential void Isak's departure would leave. After Newcastle's narrow 3-2 defeat to Liverpool, Howe revealed he wasn't privy to the discussions between Isak and the owners, and expressed concern over the timing of any potential exit. "I haven't been part of the talks for some time now," Howe explained, "and I haven't communicated with Isak recently. My focus has been on preparing the team, which I believe is the best use of my energy right now." He added, "It's clear that we all want clarity. We want a new narrative because the season is underway, but I have no insight into where the transfer talks currently stand." Fan reactions have also been mixed and at times hostile. Following the opening match against Aston Villa, some Newcastle supporters expressed their frustration, even chanting derogatory slurs directed at the striker, branding him as greedy. However, these sentiments seemed confined mainly to areas outside St James' Park during the match and were not broadly visible among the general crowd. Looking ahead, with Isak likely to remain unavailable for the upcoming weekend's game, and stand-in forward Anthony Gordon facing a 3-match ban after his red card against Liverpool, Howe's attacking options look thin. William Osula might be the only remaining striker available, highlighting the challenges the manager faces on the front line. "If you do the calculations, our options up front are quickly diminishing," Howe acknowledged. "But I'm focusing on the positives. Osula came on and scored a goal recently, which is encouraging. But here's where it gets controversial. Should Newcastle hold out for their valuation and risk deepening the rift with Isak, or is it time to compromise and accept a lower offer to avoid further disruption?" And what about the ethical dimension? How fair is it for a player to refuse to play to force a transfer? Football fans and pundits alike might find themselves divided on these questions, making this saga one of the most intriguing and contentious transfer stories this summer. What's your take on the situation? Do you side with Isak's ambition or Newcastle's firm stance? Share your thoughts. You might be surprised how divided opinions are on this one.